Respected friends, sadhakas, welcome. Become conscious of all the 7 activities which we are doing every day. Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharanam, common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka, Guru Parampara Smarana, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra Ucharana, Upanishad Adhyanam. Also remember the Sankalpa or the purpose for which we are doing all this. To invoke the grace of Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devata Gana Guru Gana Shastra Gana, so that we are able to fully work on blossoming our Vyaktitva for our own unfoldment and then being an asset to the world. Know that these activities of ours are the direct blessings of the Lord on us, because here intellectually we are gaining something, for the mind we are doing something, and to the Vani also we are doing something through our chantings, etc. And we are adding up to our informations, wisdoms, inspirations. God's grace works in this way only, and in this way only individuals get evolved. So, more blessings than this, what Lord can give. Receiving those blessings and seeing that they work on us in our development is in our hands. So, with all ekagrata, bhakti, shraddha, meditatively let us do all our activities. In the last activity of Upanishad, it is Shwethashwathara. That is our main activity. All other also adding up to that. Shwethashwathara, 15th mantra, 6th chapter. Direct it is. Realize the self, release from the not self. Don't look for any alternative way because it doesn't exist. Be convinced about it and be on the path of evolution by yourself for yourself. That's the inspiration. And how to contemplate on the self? The Swarupa Tatastha Lakshanas of the self are given. We are understanding them. Welcome, friends. Let us start our Vedic chanting. It is the sixth Anuvaka of Namaka Prashna. 6 we will do today, 7 we can do, 8 we can do, 9, even 10 also we can do. 10th is big one, so 9 is enough. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं रुद्रप्रश्नः नमकप्रश्नः षष्ठोऽनुवाकः ॐ नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च ॐ नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च कल्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च कल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नम आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नम आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमः शूराय चावविन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोतिने च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च। सेवेंथ, नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः श्रुत्याय च पत्याय च नमः काठ्याय च नीप्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नम ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नम ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च। 8. नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नम उग्राय च भीमाय च नम उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नम आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नम आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः शष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः शष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च। 9. नम इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः किगंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः पागं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नम ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नम ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नम आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नम आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः नम आमीवत्केभ्यः. Then we have 10th and 11th and 12th. Tomorrow we can do the 6th. ॐ नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नम उर्वर्याय च कल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावविन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरोतिने च नमो बिल्विने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय चाहनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेशवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय चावट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्र्याय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुवाय च ॐ हर 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 नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नम उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वदाय च दूरे वदाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्त्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आचार्याय च अलाद्याय च नमः शश्व्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रबध्याय च नमः किगंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः ॐ शान्तिः Shantehe, Shantehe. This is a meditation. Chanting Veda mantras. When you know the meaning and then chant, it is the contemplation. When you try to identify with that meaning, it is the highest, that nididhyasanam that takes us to the experience. Right, friends? Our second activity of the day is our Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharanam. Mhm. Yes. Gayatri mantras nowadays we are chanting. Today we'll do two Gayatri mantras uh, related to our Bhagwan Shri Hanumanji. Today Tuesday, invoke his Kripa. Yes. Mhm. Krishna Vasudevaya. And mantra is Om uh, Anjaneyaya Vidmahe Mahabalaye Dhimahi Tanno Kapihi Prachodayat. This is one mantra. Second is Pavanatmajaya Vidmahe Ramabhaktaya Dhimahi Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Right? Now, Vidmahe is our conscious understanding and acceptance about the presence and power and krupa of that Lord. So, Anjaneyaya Vidmahe. We know the Anjani Putra Hanumanji. We have gone through the Ramayana, the Kathas. Every step we know, especially from that Kishkindha Kanda onwards, where Hanumanji enters. So, remember all of that. Second one, Mahabalaya Dhimahi. Let us meditate on Hanumanji, who is Mahabala. See, his Sharirika Bala is of the highest level. That how many of the Rakshasas he finished, and how much of his flying to Lanka, how many times? First time he went to find Mother Sita ji and came back to Rama. Second time again with Rama and Sainya having made the bridge, he has gone. Right? Then again he had to come for Sanjivani Parvata, again go back to the Lanka. Third time he went. It is said that Bhagavan told the work is done, Lakshmana is safe, put back the mountain from where you got. So again he went and came back. Fourth time. Sita Anveshanam एक बार, संजीवनी लाने के लिए नहीं, along with Rama second time, संजीवनी पर्वता लाने के लिए third time, संजीवनी पर्वता to put back again. Such a long distance flying. He never said, I am tired, give work to so many monkeys. Why are you giving only me? No. Then again, finally, to inform Bharata, again Rama sent Hanumanji only that I am coming, just wait. So, all this is Hanumanji's physical Mahabala, even during the Yuddha also, daytime Yuddha, nighttime Nidra. Some Rakshasas, Mayavis used to attack at night time. Hanumanji was Jagrata, to protect the Sainya from them. So that way, see the physical Mahabala, so much he has got. Same way, the Prana Shakti Bala, he himself is Prana Putra Vayu Putra. We have to have that Bala. So too, the important thing is the Indriya Bala because of total Indriya Nigraha, which is our Gita topic also. Tani Sarvani Samyamya Yukta Sita. We are saying that. Beautiful thing about Hanumanji is the Manobala he has got. The mind is not allowed to be corrupted or weakened for any reasons, which we also have to gain. The manobala. Then buddhi balam. है ना? Bala buddhi vidya dehu mohi, we ask him only. He can't give unless he has got. So the buddhi bala he has got. Continuously it is shown. Finally, the Rama Bhakti Bala, then the Bala of his own character, then the Tattva Jnana Bala, the strength. One day in one of the classes, about how many? 12 Shaktis we discussed. Then we expanded it to some more 12, total 24 Shaktiya. All Artika Shakti, Mitra Bandhu Shakti, the Rajaniti Shakti, all that. It was a big list of the powers. So Hanumanji's Mahabalaya. So Hanumanji's all these strengths, and with those strengths doing the Ramakarya should become an inspiration for us to learn and ourselves also. Keep on becoming stronger day by day by our efforts, praying to Hanumanji also. Hey Bhagwan, give me Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi. Bala means the strength. So Mahabalaya Dhimahi, only a Mahabalavan can protect the Dharma, can protect the Desha, can do the Bhagavad Karya, can do one's own duties, can achieve one's own goals. Worldly, spiritual. A weakling cannot do anything. He is a liability. He is dependent on others only. That's one of the observations we have to have day by day. Are we becoming stronger or weaker? Right? Anjaneyaya vidmahe mahabalaya dhimahi tanno kavihi prachodayat. That Kapi Bhagwan do the prachodana of us, give us a chance to daily read his story of Sundarakanda. I think today our Narayana, this will be over. What is it? Skanda Puranam will be concluded today, 528 days. Let me see if Lord wants. From tomorrow, we will do the Valmiki Ramayana, Sundarakanda Parayana during that time of those 10-15 minutes. Daily one sarga, two sargas if I do, 68 days it is, 68 sargas. Maybe in 1 month's time I can. Maybe Bhagwan has given that thought. I don't know, Hanumanji ki kripa hai. So that will remain there. Sundarakanda being Sakala Karya Siddhi Grantha. Anybody can listen to those respective sargas were there, those respective blessings. Shayad काम को आएगा वो. Let me see if the Lord wants that. It will happen. Oh, it needs tremendous energy to do that chanting. देखो प्रभु चाहे तो. So Tanno Kapihi Prachodayat, let Hanumanji make us remember his kathas, leelas, and give us the inspiration to live life like him. And also, because he is divine, he can bless us, he can empower us, may he empower us. That is one meaning of Prachodayat. Second, Tanno Kapihi Prachodayat. Kapi. Generally, Kapi is Vanara. There is no doubt. But is another etymological meaning is there, Kapi. Ka and Pi, they are two different words. Ka means come, Pi means Vipati. Ka means Sukham. Sukham means Rama Bhakti Sukham, Atmananda Sukham, Pibati. The one who is always in the drinking intoxication of Sri Rama Bhakti and Tattva Jnana. That is a Kapi Artha, Kam Pibati iti. Okay? This is how one mantra. Second one is same one. Pavana Atmajaya Vidmahe. Pavana Atmaja. Pavana Putra, Vayu Putra, it is Pavana Atmaja. So we know the Pavana Atmaja Hanumanji and all that story of how Hanumanji, Bala Samaya Ravi Bhakshiliyo Tava went up, Indra has hit him, he falls down, Murchita, then Vayudeva does Stambhana of all the three worlds, then all of them come. Then Vayuputra says, make my son alive and give him all your strengths and blessings. They are all given. So that's how Hanumanji ko Pavana Bhagavan giving his own strength and invokes the grace from all other Shaktis. That's how Hanumanji is so Shaktishali. So Pavanatmajaya Vidmahe. Second, Rama Dutaya, we saw the earlier time. Now we say Rama Bhaktaya Dhimahi. All the above said strengths which Hanumanji has got, Sharirika Bala, Indriya Bala, Prana Bala, Mano Bala, Buddhi Bala, he uses it only for Rama Karya because he is Rama Bhakta. And single pointed devotion Hanumanji as he has got for Rama, we also have to dedicate it to our Ishtadevata and Sadguru. Then tune, then totally invoke the grace blessings and just walk the path, reach to the goal. So Pavanatmajaya Vidmahe Rama Bhaktai Dhimahi Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. That Hanuman do the prachodana to us. And Hanuman meaning so many times we have seen. Hanuman means manam, abhimanam, ahankaram, hanyate. The one is so egoless, therefore is selfless, therefore available for everyone, therefore available for the Lord. That is called as Hanuman. Mana means abhimana, ahankara. Hanyate means he himself has removed his own ego. He is so pakka in his wisdom that I am Brahman, one with the cosmos, universe, Lord Rama, in my essential self. Other than that, why I should maintain an ego? Let this individuality be a servant to the Lord. Let me get that credit or that joy of ego surrendered to the Lord rather than ego separately staying other than the Lord as if clashing with the Lord's individuality or Lord. परमात्मा से लड़ने वाला contrast ego के बजाय let me be a humble servant of him and he enjoyed. That's why there is nobody who is more happy than Hanumanji because he has no ego and he has none of the possessions because हम ही नहीं है तो मम कैसा होगा है ना हनुमान जी never said I helped you, you gave Rajya to Sugriva, why didn't you give me? I helped you, you gave Rajya to Vibhishana and not to me. He never cried. He said, good, I am happy being your servant. That's a great joy, discovering the ego and selflessness, egolessness and selfless, and then being a humble servant of the divinity. If one discovers that, one, he has no ego, therefore he'll never get hurt. Second, he has no expectation, therefore he never gets disappointed. जिसको अहंकार है वही दुखी होता रहता है, gets hurt. And the one who has got some selfishness, it is not fulfilled, the mamata, therefore only gets disappointed. आप जो हनुमान है, ना getting hurt, ना getting disappointed. That is जीवन मुक्ति only, no? Hanuman, from that word, this can be learned. तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात. ठीक है? Wonderful it is. Start. आंजनेयाय विद्महे महाबलाय धीमहि तन्नो कपिः प्रचोदयात् 12 times. पवनात्मजाय विद्महे रामभक्ताय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान प्रचोदयात्. And revel in Hanuman's kathas of Lanka, that sorry, Samudra Langhanam, Lanka Praveshaha, Sita Anveshanaha, all those things. While reveling in that, chant these mantras and learn the art of controlling the mind, focusing the mind where we want to. All these sessions which we do in our class are purifying mind, controlling the mind, concentrating the mind, divinizing the mind. All are happening, mind you. If you do it more consciously, more professionally, more are the achievements too. And the more we achieve these sublime spiritual things, the more is the pure joy, fearless joy, uncontaminated joy. Other happinesses are full of fear and contamination. है ना? Fear because चला जाता है करके. Contamination because it is not an original happiness, no? The original happiness is only divine. बाकी सब reflected happiness. उसमें कहाँ प्योरिटी होती है? स्टार्ट. ॐ आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे महाबलाय धीमहि तन्नो कविः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे महाबलाय धीमहि तन्नो कपिः 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 प्रचोदयात्। ॐ आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे महाबलाय धीमहि तन्नो कविः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ आञ्जनेयाय विद्महे महाबलाय धीमहि तन्नो कपिः 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 प्रचोदयात्। ॐ पवनात्मजाय विद्महे रामभक्ताय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् 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 प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। Feel the need of Hanuman Anugraha, Hanuman Kripa. Pray for it. Before that, have faith in Hanumanji and worship him systematically, isn't it? And also from Hanumanji, get all the required inspirations. The best inspiration from Hanuman is his total देहेंद्रिय प्राण मनोबुद्धि निग्रह है ना मनोजवम मारुत तुल्य वेगम जितेन्द्रियम बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम वातात्मजम वानरयूथ मुख्यम श्रीरामदूतम शिरसा नमामि. See that, is it not good this way to remember all these divine expressions and tune and invoke the Kripa blessings and get inspiration and consciously ourselves too trying to be like that in the fields that we are given for our evolution. This is a beautiful life. Why our Minds and attentions are getting distracted. And to where? What are we achieving? Other than destroying ourselves, making us fall down, distracting ourselves. कोई फायदा ही नहीं कुछ और करने का. हाँ, right. Thank you. We have done two things. Now the third common sense thought, friends. Today in our common sense thought, two things, crucial ones, we will go through. So common they are that I need not tell, but I'm not telling you, know. I'm telling myself. So the first of the two is key. Instead of always becoming worried and miserable within us because of people not recognizing us, because of people not respecting us, because of people not valuing us, that's a big dukkha we have. Those people can be anybody, even the parents when they scold, we get hurt. Even the wife or husband don't give the due importance, value, then dam gutke dukhe hote rehte hain. And the most painful thing is when the children whom we only brought up, that Chota Gada, when he was like a squirrel, how much you took care of that child. Isn't it your own son and all? But when they grow up, they start giving answer only to you. They don't listen. Papa tenu pata nahi. Just suno to me. They don't value, they don't respect, they don't even care. And that dukkha, in fact, no son should do like that to parents or daughter, children. It's a direct sarasar murder only of them. Insulting parents, not respecting them is killing them. Very painful. Anyway, so as parents, we suffer that. And our bandhu, rishte, naate, mitragana, in my friend सर्कल वो लोग खुद ही मीटिंग्स करते हैं पार्टीज करते हैं they don't invite me only and after the whole thing is over they send pictures in the status then I see and come to know but why didn't they invite me. I know big functions are happening and I'm not invited. That non-recognition and not getting the due value respect always gives us misery and in some cases even there's an argument with the servants drivers and mali also. Most miserable it is. वो भी जवाब देने लगता, isn't it? And in the office वो तो है ही चलता ही है कि the subordinates all of them also they won't answer because it's a question of their employment and survival. But within them they know they won't respect, they don't value, they only look for the mauka to comment. And each of them together they talk only. और somehow पता चल जाते हैं मेरे बारे में ऐसा सोच रहे हैं then the दुख. So instead of that way, feeling miserable, dukhi, for not being recognized or respected, can we do this of noting down what commands respect from them, and do them. When we deserve, when we come qualified, the world will respect. You know, think about it. कि What are the great qualities, abilities we have that the world should respect us? बिना कोई योग्यता का you go on expecting, then instead of getting it, you will get result insult only. So the point one is focus on, those things having which we really command the respect from the people. You know, so many things are there, which when we command, when we have, we command respect. Everything, our physical appearance, first one, including our dressing and all. It has a lot of things to convey. Dressing and addressing, these two are said to be the first things seeing which the people make half of the impression. You know, first impression is the impression they carry throughout. Then who is having energy to think about others and think कि what opinion I made is right or wrong? कि वो time ही नहीं है. एक बार decide कर लिया this person is wrong or bad, well we leave and go. Nobody has time. Therefore, first impression is best impression. So what type of dress we have, what type of addressing we do, talking, what is the subject we discuss in it, what is the tone, tune we have in that, all of that commands respect. So to the activities we do, the projects we have, that all the ones which command respect from us, and that has to be done for a long, long time. Then only we will be known by the people. Then they slowly start respect. And more than receiving that respect from the world, protecting that is more important. बिकॉज़ द दुनिया जो लोग जो हमको ऊपर ऊपर उड़ाते चढ़ाते हैं वही फिर गिरा के कुचल डालते हैं हमको. इफ यू डू समथिंग लिटिल बिट आल्सो नॉट इन ट्यून लाइन विथ देम, वो फिर वो डिसरेस्पेक्ट भी करें. एंड दे डोंट लुक एट कि पिछले इतने साल से आपने हेल्प किया, नथिंग डूइंग, दिस वन इंसिडेंट इज इनफ, आई विल डिसरिगार्ड यू, डिसरेस्पेक्ट. दैट्स हाउ the world is, only to teach that person that even that mistake also you can't afford to do, by the way. Okay, this is a point of the first point. So instead of becoming miserable that others are not respecting, recognizing me, be worthy, be qualified by knowing what commands. Second is what B point in that little higher, that why wait for others to value or respect? You be in such a busy schedule of valuing and respecting the people and encouraging them and inspiring them for their good, isn't it? Be busy in that and find joy in that only. Don't wait for others to. Like as you are expecting recognition, others are also expecting. Other person do not know all what we are seeing now because they don't come to this class. So you have understood, no? So you give that the value to them, respect to them, whether they reciprocate or not. And somebody achieved a great thing. You just send a message, you've done this, I've seen in the paper, congrats. And that person will not reply to you. And you again become miserable. मैंने इतना मेहनत का मैसेज किया और रिप्लाई नहीं किया मेरे को. Don't worry, you did your job. To reciprocate or not, that person may be busy or it has missed from his mind or forgotten or message oh delete हो गया होगा, पता नहीं, हजार चीजें होती. And the first point always continues, you may not find respect in his mind. He doesn't value you for his own credential tests or criteria. We may not fit in that. So what? I have respected you for your goodness. Now, you do it or not, you thank or not. That track of giving us again misery, then let us not enter into. I am here to. There are some people I know. They respect others for whatever good qualities they have, and they acknowledge and they even tell them. And honestly, yes, you are a good poet. I appreciate. It's not an easy art to master that vocabulary, all of that, and write, compose poems. कितना आप लिख रहे हो देखो. है ना? Like that, people are so many in this world who are doing good thing. Doctor साहब, say 8 hours you sit in chamber, per hour 10 के हिसाब से you are attending 80 or 100 people every day, 3,000 एक महीने में. In this way from last 20, how many patients you have treated? It's a great thing. So we only let's recognize and appreciate people and make them happy and encouraged. It should not be false again. True, honest कि you have recognized what they are doing, वही कर रहे हो, उसी का appreciate कर. But there are also negative. Let others do the finding fault with it. We will not unless it's a point of concern or the matter of subject to discuss or that person asks your opinion. Many people don't ask, isn't it? So ये है second point. Third one is more interesting, which is little higher. Key, why are you bothered in this headache of I respect others, others respect me? In that only there is ego. You know what are your duties, what are your aims, ambitions. You know how to do them honestly. Yeah, I'm busy in that. In the Ishwarecha, in the your own prarabdha or others' maturity, etc., they will recognize you. Or not. How does it matter? You understand this sloka in what is the text? Sadhana Panchakam. श्लोका मीन्स एक ही सेंटेंस भगवान शंकरा कहते हैं, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. सेम ही सेड इन गीता आल्सो. Everywhere it is, this point comes. You know what is that? Jana Krupa Naishturyam Utsrujyata. Jana Krupa Jana Naishturyam Utsrujyata means don't value when the Jana, the people show Krupa on you. That is the recognition, respect, etc. Naishturyam. Out of their arrogance or jealousy, even though we are good, honest, still they talk Nishtura about us. Don't bother about it. है ना, लाइक मानापमानयो हो तुल्य इन द 14th chapter of Gita, और यह सर्वत्र अनविस्नेह तत्त प्राप्य शुभाशुभम न अभिनंदति न द्वेष्टि. ऑलरेडी वी स्टडीड इन गीता. तो जन कृपा नैष्ठुर्यम उत्सृजिताम. पॉइंट वन. पॉइंट टू, कि यू आल्सो डोंट वरी टू मच अबाउट कृपा ऑफ द जन, कि कितने उनका कब तक अप्रिशिएट करते जाते हो. एंड ऑल्सो हाउ लॉन्ग यूल फाइंड फॉल्ट विथ अदर्स एंड ट्राई टू सजेस्ट एंड एजुकेट. अरे अपना रास्ता ना. You have your own great, grand, glorious, noble goals given by the Lord, chosen by your own mature intellect. Be busy in that. In this way, every moment of ours should be productive, constructive, creative from our side. Therefore, the third is highest. It's not irresponsibility, it's not being unsocial. No, we have done the first, second, we have transcended them now. Earlier, with effort, we have done. Secondly, it became a habit for us for a long time. Thirdly, we have risen above that. We have transcended. Because nothing being great or permanent, nothing remains with us all the time. We keep growing. When we grow out of them. Isn't it? So, कृपा नैष्ठुर्यम को भी उतना टाइम नहीं, क्योंकि in that effort also I am maintaining my ego and I am sustaining other person's ego. Our ego should be forgotten, dissolved, like Hanumanji, Hanuman, in serving Lord Rama, in doing our duties. That's it. Think about it. This is the third one. A, B, C. And the fourth one is what? Naturally, our spiritual things. Ki, when we are so engaged in our Tattva Sambandhi Shravana Manana Nidhi Dhyasana Ityadi. When we are fully engaged in our Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Ityadi Navada Bhakti, and we are becoming closer and closer and nearer to our divine truth, understanding, and sadhana. Where is the time for us to become aware of ourselves and the world and the duties and the obligations and social relations? ये सब जिसको परमात्मा नामक लक्ष्य नहीं मिला, for those people, isn't it? We cannot be again at that very level. You have to be going to the next level. होगा नहीं, वैसा नहीं चलता जिंदगी. The ones who have to achieve the higher ones will have to fully dedicate it for that. Where is the time for other things? And again, it's not out of ego that I have appreciated others. It's not ego that now I stopped. Naturally, the evolution happened, and the part of evolution is this. And we are not rigid also. When the time comes, the occasion comes. Like if I am invited to a program. No, I see the theme and I see the organizing of the people. I see their pure intention. So a sentence, if I say, "Ki people like you are required in the society who have got such a great vision and ambition, not only theoretical, that you made a practical attempt of that. I really appreciate you and thank you for inviting me, giving me an opportunity. Here I am." See, ये दो words उनके लिए appreciate करो, that's encouragement. That is required there, with pure honesty, because we know the people at that level, when they are pumped with that inspiration, they do more such good things. They alone can combat or encounter all the bad things done by the people with bad intentions. So we know that. Therefore, we start. Even toward the end also, in between also, what are the topic we are again while dealing with it, we take this activity of theirs as an example and go on saying, "Oh, naturally, under Sevata." Toward the end, again, we conclude. Once again, we appreciate you. Don't give up. Nobody will cooperate with us. Our divinity, our noble intentions are the ones with which we have to keep on doing them. Na rukna hai, na jhukna hai, karte rehna. So my prayers are with you. See, that type of appreciation is okay. But more than that, we should not waste our time in all that. We have our own higher goals to achieve. कहाँ फंसे हो? Your शरीर is not in control, मन is not in, बुद्धि is not, कुछ है ही नहीं अपना औकात. कल को क्या होगा अपना report in front of the Lord who has to give us next life. There should be some things in our life created by us with our self effort, which prompt the Lord to promote us in the next life. And always, whether I specify or not, whenever we talk about promotion, it's only spiritual. In our class, we talk only spiritual, not other. Promotion as the outer worldly being. We don't only उसमें demotion होना है. I have to be such an individual that nobody should recognize me, so that I can recognize my real self. वेदांत पढ़ के ना ये हमको बात पकड़ में आता है. एंड देयर इज नो जॉय इन दैट वे, रिलीविंग आवरसेल्व्स फ्रॉम आवर ओन ईगो. यू नो, अहंकार को छोड़ने का आनंद मस्त रहता है ना. व्हाट इज छोड़ने का अहंकार? नो वेयर वी आर देयर इन द limelight or in that forefront in front of the camera for having our pictures, nothing doing. Yeah, what nonsense it is. We have to discover ourselves en route that we are here. That's it. This is the first point today we wanted to discuss. The second one is, okay, we'll spare it for tomorrow if I remember. If you are lucky, नहीं तो भूल जाएंगे और कुछ याद आएगा. वो डिस्कस करेंगे. Today we'll stop to start our Upanishad study. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ओम विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधा जलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं चरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदेशाक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां नित्यनिरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्री राममन्दिरवद् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वकभारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मुक्त्यर्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। पारायणम् अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। 7, 8, 9। ॐ समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः जुष्टं यदा पश्यति अन्यमीशम् अस्य महिमानमिति वीतशोकः रुचो अक्षरे परमे व्योमन् यस्मिन् देवा अधिविश्वे निषेदुः यस्तं न वेद किं रुचा करिष्यति य इत्तद्विदुस्ते इमे न समासते छन्दांसि यज्ञाः क्रतवो व्रतानि भूतं भव्यं यच्च वेदा वदन्ति अस्मान्मायी सृजते विश्वमेतत् तस्मिंश्चान्यो मायया सन्निरुद्धः। Chanting is done. Study the 15th mantra. Om. Enjoy the chanting. Hope you have by hearted it by now. एकोऽहंसो भुवनस्यास्य मध्ये स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः तमेव विदित्वा अतिमृत्युमेति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय। अगेन ॐ एकोऽहंसो भुवनस्यास्य मध्ये स एवाग्निः सलिले सन्निविष्टः तमेव विदित्वातिमृत्युमेति नान्यपन्था विद्यते अयनाय। In the advice of the experienced saints and sages, even in the small little articles or the particles or the prefixes or the suffixes they use, there is a tremendous amount of deep purpose and meaning along with the main word, main sentence. If you are tuned, we will catch. And that applies as with the more required understanding, subtle understanding, convincing understanding. Like in this shloka, see, tam viditva. But eva word is added. That eva has so much to convey. Tameva viditva. We explained it. Tameva is necessary and sufficient. Tameva means only by knowing the self one gets moksha. That's called necessary. Sufficient means what? Tameva viditva. It is enough to know the self to get liberated. You need not struggle for anything else. Point one. That eva word there. So to mrutyum atyeti. अति मृत्यु में थी मृत्यु मत्ये थी। द सबसे भयानक चीज है बंदे को मृत्यु ही है ना। मृत्यु इज सच ए फियर टू एवरीवन ना। द वन हु हैज नेवर अचीव्ड एनीथिंग एंजॉयड एनीथिंग ही आल्सो व्हाइल डाइंग इज इन हिज ओन मिजरी दैट यार मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं है, कुछ पाया ही नहीं, कुछ एंजॉय ही नहीं किया, अभी मरना हो रहा है। The other one who has achieved so many things, he also again when Mrityu comes, he is frightened or miserable. Here it should have continued. Now an end is coming. So Mrityu is the one giver of dukkha to all. That is what is the word used. And along with Mrityu, all other things. And we very nicely discussed Mrityu is the end of all problems and beginning of all problems. End of all problems of this life or even enjoyments, beginning of the problems of next life. Because again will be born. So that mrityu preceded by that the janma, in between them all the struggles called samsara, atyeti, tam eva viditva. And this is a sufficient sentence. Kafi hai. But the Shruti Mata and the Shwethashwathara Rishi doesn't want to give even a slightest of the opportunity for us to go in wrong direction or delay our sadhana. That's why they patch up those possibilities. This fourth line does that trick, which is very essential. You know? And when the sentence is said by them, it appears as if they are insisting. It appears as if they are convincing us or they are trying to convert us to their thought. But it is not so. Like when I talk about Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma or Moksha Shastras as so great. It's not that I'm not converting you. It's not that I'm making you favorable to me. No, I'm talking the fact. That's it. Isn't it? We are speaking the facts. That's it. Why do you understand that way? Here also, na anyah pantha vidyate ayanaya. There is no other path existing at all for moksha for you to travel. दूसरा है ही नहीं. नहीं मैंने बनाया अब जो तुम बनाए वो और कहीं ले जाएगा तुमको नॉट टुवर्ड्स द मोक्ष पंथा मीन्स पाथ देयर इज नो path existing for you to travel for moksha other than knowing self. There's no path existing at all. When it is not existing, how can you travel? No, I made and traveling. Then it's not going to take you to the moksha. It is taking you somewhere else. Then what is the path for the moksha? By knowing the self. But how is it? It's already laid. It's there in the Upanishad. You study, understand, do it, and go. Na anyah pantha vidyate ayanaya. And we have added one more thing to this, if you remember, that not only all other paths other than knowing the self will not take us towards the ayana or the moksha, rather they take us away from that moksha. Ayana? And simple example, you don't like it, but what to do? That when you come to the class, see how much about the moksha and moksha giving tattva jnana and tattva jnana given in the Upanishads, manana, chintana, dhyana, karo, how much we fill our hearts with this knowledge. The moment we are off the class, how many things we are doing? No. In that A and B, A, are they taking us towards the reality? Question one is done. B is what? So direct it is. Instead of taking us towards reality, are they not making us forget only? Our own everyday schedule is an example for this extra added thought that anything other than pursuit of the self we do, it is taking us away only from the goal. Everything we do throughout the day is not strengthening Dehosmi, is not strengthening Jivosmi, is it not strengthening Jagat Satyam? Is it not strengthening our likes and dislikes, Kama Krodha Vikara? Is it not strengthening? It is because we are involving in that only. Isn't it? You talk to anybody, that person's impressions only are created in you. You indulge in any of the object, उस object की अनुभूति वासनाएं बन रहे. So everything we are doing other than pursuing self is we are making our pursuit of the self path more difficult only by that. One understands this, then वो हर एक चीज को करने में डरेगा वो. फिर एक ही चीज करेगा अन्वेषण of the परमात्मा. And that Anveshana, when it's fulfilled, I realize the self, then everything is self, that clarity has come, so there's no fear thereafter. Thereafter, that person, whether he's in deep meditation or is deeply in the activity involved, it doesn't bother because they are all upadhi or kalpita. They are kalpita on the adhisthana and adhisthana I have realized as myself and I am stationed in it. Sthita ho gaya मैं प्रज्ञा में. तो कोई doubt ही नहीं. Proved na nanya panta vidyate ainaya. If anything else we do, we are only neutralizing, cancelling our own sadhana, our own jnana. It is true. That much we have to be very careful. Like in the health issue also. Wonderful exercise you have done. Very nice diet you have taken of energy. Again, something else is done with the body, then the diseases will come, weakness will come. Along with doing positive things by which the health is maintained, avoiding those which again spoil my health also is crucial, isn't it? Important, you know, like a very serious, sincere patient of diabetes who wants to be healthy. हाँ वो तय कर लिया भाई मैं मेरा इससे ज्यादा नहीं होना. Whatever the readings they talk about, he is very conscious about anything put on the dining table. ही विल नॉट टेक एनीथिंग, इससे मेरा बड़े मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, बड़े बढ़िया है, अच्छा है, एक बार खा लो, कुछ भी आपको हो, आई डोंट वांट दैट। ही इज द ओनली वन हु कैन मेंटेन, otherwise medicine भी ले रहे हैं and the other things also taking, then it is chaotic, it's not maturity. In the same way, coming to the class, listening to the Upanishad and going back and doing other things, again forgetting all this, ये सर बचपना है, इससे हमें आगे बढ़ना ही, that's the meaning of, or the purpose of, that is the meaning which we have to catch, for the purpose of which this sentence is said, na anya pantha vidyate hai. Like in the question, in the discussion of values too, you have to speak satya only, na anya pantha vidyate. Any other path of opposite than the satya called jhoot, if you speak, it only makes people will not trust you thereafter, isn't it? I have only one option of doing dharma. We cannot keep the other option of adharma. The world won't recognize you that you have done 99 dharma, only one adharma we spare you. They don't say. For that one adharma, they give punishment. Because we cannot give us a chance even to do that one. I ना बात समझ में, in our व्यवहार also, I have to do my duty. Why do I look at the other option of escaping the duty out of my laziness? Then slowly they will write the confidential report that he is not trustworthy. Then I will not be given the higher promotions, higher ranks and higher opportunities. वहाँ जगह लगाते जिससे मेरे से कम नुकसान हो. Where are you posted? That place. Why? So that because of me, the government will not incur much loss. Not this way, where to employ this fellow so that maximum benefit we can get out of him because he's highly talented and very active. So let us post him in this, the what do you call, the departmental headquarters, that also in this most important and crucial uh, post or department will put him. है कि नहीं? होता है कि नहीं? Let's in government offices में transfers wherever the transferable things, the CRs are observed of the lower ranked ones, their ability, their talents देखकर, अरे ये छोटा डिपार्टमेंट में इसका अकल और इंटेलिजेंस वेस्ट हो रहा है, put him in intelligence department, put him in RAW department, put in that because very sharp, very subtle, very honest, very pure. तो बंदे जितने क्वालिटी वाले होते हैं उतना crucial, important, responsible posts they are given. नहीं तो क्या है, इज डो डिसऑनेस्ट, डेली झूठ बोलता है वगैरह, सो देन इसको कोई अरेस्ट की जगह पे डाल देना, समवेयर यू ट्रांसफर विल बी. In the world also we gave the example, so all of that is secondary. Primarily tameva viditva atimrutyumeti na anya pantha vidyate at all. देखो, ये पॉइंट हम हर दिन इतने बार सुन रहे हैं, बट फिर भी our dull intellect doesn't want to receive it. And what is the thought? Again we question, क्या बोला? See that our tamo guna, we have to work on it. क्या बोला? ये बोला कि to get liberation, knowing the self is the only path, there is no other path. तमेव विदित्वा अति मृत्युमेति तम परमात्मानं विदित्वा मृत्युमत्येति. And मृत्युमत्येति के लिए न अन्य पंथा विद्यते other than this. Say this. That's what I said. Your Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Narayana. ये सब जप से इसका जप करना 1000 गुना बेटर है. Because those mantras are only making us wait for the Lord's grace to come one day. When will it come? We don't know. But this is direct. Knowing the self alone gives you moksha. When you keep on saying, then the desire to know the self becomes stronger. Then you work on that. Your Rama and Krishna will be forced to bless you. Because you are pursuing the highest truth, they are bound to bless. Isn't it? Like when you are honestly working, your boss will tell the other people, I am making him the leader, you all must follow him. Listen to him. इस तरह होता है. ठीक है. Now this self we have seen, ekaha means parama atma, hamsaha means hanti avidya adi Bandha Karanam. That also stands explained, so I will not repeat it. Eko Hamsaha. Bhuvanasya Asya Madhye. Trailokyasya Madhye. So, त्रिलोकों के बीच में that one Paramatma alone is there. That we have to realize. So, a little pondering can help us, but let me see, not much. To the one who has realized the self like the Shwethashwathara Rishi, like the one who realized the water, he will not see so many waves as if they are there. What is the vision? He said only one water appearing as so many waves. That's it. So to Bhuvanasya Madhye, Trailokyasya Madhye, Ekaha Amsaha. Okay. Na Anyaha Kaschito. This is what is the thought to be discussed today. Only one Paramatma is there in this Triloka. Na Anyaha. There is nobody other than him. Everything is his own expression. Na Anyaha Kaschit. Kasmat. Why is it so? Yasmat. Yasmat. Sa eva Agnihi. No, it's such a crucial thought, such a deep thought. So impossible even for the speaker to understand and explain how difficult it is for the Shrota, as I said 4 days back, most mystical of the subtle of the shlokas these are. Like in the Mandukya also nowadays, the top shlokas which we are studying. Let us see how much we can analyze and understand. Sa eva agnihi. He alone is Agni. So eko hamso bhuvanasya madhye sa eva agnihi. Okay. Now, just to enter into the deeper understanding of it, in the entire bhuvana we attend to has its form perceivable because of Agni, and he is Agni. Saiva Agni. Therefore, everything is he alone. Therefore, he alone is there in this Triloka. Eko Deva or Eko Hamsaha. Asya Bhuvanasya Madhye. This is the one meaning, Saiva Agni. Now, what is the meaning of Agni? Again, you see the indicative explanation. Ki Agni iva Agni. He is Agni means what? His work is like that of the Agni. Comparatively, therefore, he is called as the Agni. Agni is an Atishayokti. Agni iva Agni. First one we said is only the Agni, and Agni gives the forms. Therefore, three lokas have the form because of Agni. Agni is Paramatma, therefore, three lokas are his own expression. One thing we saw. Therefore, there is nobody other than him. Eko Hamsaha. Asya Bhuvanasya Madhya. Another meaning, Agnihi iva Agnihi. What is Agnihi iva Agnihi? Ki avidya tatkaryasya dahakatvat. Because he is the only one, the Paramatma, burns away dahakatvat. Avidya tatkarya. Again, the same as it was said earlier. Avidya kama karma, which is the cause of entire samsara, or avidya asmita ragadvesha vinvesha, which is the cause of all samsara, that is being burnt by him, like the Agni burns the things. नामो निशान नहीं होता जब आग किसी को जला के राख कर देता है तो. So too the Paramatma burns the avidya and tatkarya. Therefore, burning sadrushya, the burning similarity, say, he is called as Agni. Now again go deep into this understanding. One, in the Bhakti Marga, when we surrender to that Lord, he is the only one who is capable of freeing us from all samsara. How does he free us from all samsara? By eliminating the cause of samsara. What is the cause? Idugo बताए ना, avidya, asmita, avidya, kama, karma, hridaya, granthi. So that way, he alone burns the avidya tatkarya. Nobody other than him. Second is what? When that Lord is Saguna approached, when we surrender to him, what are his blessings? So, while removing our samsara, by removing avidya tatkarya, he only comes in the form of Guru and Shastra and Satsanga. Remember in life, Sadguru, Shastra and Satsanga is the highest blessing of Lord. Because in that only the Jnanam is gained and Ajnanam is removed. Ajnana was the hetu for the entire bandhanam. So in this way, by coming as the Guru, by coming as Shastra, by coming into our life as the Tattva Jnana, he, like an Agni, burns away the avidya tatkarya. Therefore, he is called as the Agni. Saiva Agni. Third meaning is what? Once he burns the avidya tatkarya, what will happen? All the differences, differentiations disappear. Dissolve. In what? In the discovery of what? That there is only one reality exists. Therefore, Eko Devaha. There is nobody other than him. So, from the bhakti standpoint, there is nobody other than him to save us. Therefore, Eko Deva. Second, when we surrender to him to remove our bandhanam, he only comes in the form of the Guru, Shastra, and Satsanga and give us the Atma Jnana and gives us liberation. Therefore, from Jnana standpoint to Eko Deva, other than him, nobody is worthy for us to surrender. These two are the paths or means. Final goal is what? When by our worship of the Lord, when the Lord Himself came in our life as the Guru, Satsanga, and Shastra, and also as the Jnanam, and when the Jnanam burnt away Avidya Tatkarya, and when we realize, get moksha. What is the nature of the relation moksha? That there is only one reality, Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. फिर एको देवा फुलफिल होगा है कि नहीं इधर हाउस सो एको देवा दिस भगवान शंकरा explained it towards the end that na anya kaschit. There's only one Paramatma is there in the Tribhuvanas. Eko Devaha, Eko Hamsaha, Bhuvanasya Madhye, Na Anyaha, Kasmat, Agni. What is the meaning of Agni? These three things. Agni va avidya tatkaryasya dahakatvat. And how he does it? We gave the three explanations. One, you take him in any form of Raman, Krishna, Shiva, Surya, etc. You worship him. He will burn the outer samsara daha first of all by giving us the required things outside, giving us the wisdom to accept and be contented from inside. Only he can do. Second, for the final redemption of all bondage, that way when you pray to him, that same Eko Deva comes as Sadguru, Shastra and Satsanga and Tattvajnana. When the Tattvajnana comes, the Avidya Tatkarya go away. Therefore, Agni Riva, he has burned the Avidya Tatkarya. When the avidya and tatkarya is burnt, what remains? The jnanam. About the jnanam about what? About the reality. As what? That it is one without second. And that one without second Brahman is that Deva only, no? Therefore, Eko Deva. So, na anyaha kasmat, yasmat, these are the three reasons. Agni शब्द को इस तरह भगवान शंकर ने बताया. अग्निरिव अग्निः अविद्या तत्कार्यस्य दाहकत्वात् उक्तम च. So the Paramatma is Agni Samana. This is said in the Vedas, Upanishads, so I don't say anything just because of my mind intellect. For whatever I say, there is the Shruti Pramana, Bhagavan Shankara says. What is it, sir? Ki Vyomatitaha Agnihi Ishvaraha. See, the Lord is beyond the Akasha and He is the Agnihi and He is the Ishvaraha. From the Mahabhuta standpoint, Agni is the third one after the Prithvi, Jala. Agni. Agni से सूक्ष्म है. Vayu, from the Vayu, सूक्ष्म is Vyoma. So the Agni Atita Vyoma, it should be said. But here it is said Vyoma Atita Agni. So therefore the Agni's meaning we have to take something else. Not as the Panchamahabhuta Agni which burns. Then Agni Iva. Because Agni word is used, कुछ तो सादृश्य होना है. So what the Agni does burns. What it burns? The Prithvi and Jala. And burning means merges it into itself. Because he is the cause of Jala, Jala is the cause of Prithvi. Prithvi and Jala, the effects get merged into the cause, the Agni is called as Agni, burning them. तो अग्नि की तरह दाहक था होना चाहिए उस परमात्मा में, then only the Agni word used is justified. Yes, he is also burns, but not the Jala and Prithvi which the Agni burns, but the Paramatma burns avidya tatkarya. Therefore, Agnihi va Agnihi. Avidya tatkaryasya dahakatvatu. Uktam cha. What is Uktam? Vyoma atitaha Agnihi Ishvaraha iti. So, eko hamsaha bhuvanasya madhye sa eva Agnihi. Up to this we have seen. Now, salile sannivishtaha, we have to study. What is it? Tomorrow we'll see, and the whole shloka we will conclude tomorrow. Salile dehatmana paranate uktam cha, फिर उसका भी quotation होगा. So, एक line, because the shloka is so comprehensive, so many details are there in it, it is justified if we justifyingly thoroughly study it, justifiably. So tomorrow we'll continue it. Whatever is heard, try to do little mananam, a habit, and at least a little bit of it is retained. It's good. After the class, next day फिर क्लास में आने तक कुछ भी एक बार भी नहीं सोचना. ये चीज को धीरे कम करके थोड़ा तो सोचो वाले आदत बनाना शुरू करें. Even little bit. Otherwise, what is heard here becomes useless. It will not be registered in our mind. And no guru's jnanam, no satsanga given jnanam, no jnanam hidden in the books has helped anybody unless that jnanam has entered into him, accepted by him, convinced by him, practiced by him. For all of that, after Shravana, the manana is required. Even after talking to you, me also have to do mananam. If I don't do mananam, I will also equally a mechanical person giving talk and you are listening. इसके बाद हमको इस शास्त्र से सत्संग से कोई संबंध ही नहीं है, ऐसा दिन भर जिएंगे तो आई विल कंटिन्यू बी ए स्पीकिंग संसारी, यू आर ए लिसनिंग संसारी. दैट्स व्हाई नायम आत्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्य. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. That should be enough for the day. Come join, let us study Gita also today.